Hello, it's me again for a final time. I just wanted to pop back on here and explain to you what my classroom used to look like. When I taught second and third grade, um, we did our whole group instruction, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then I was allowed, or was able really to, not allowed, but always allowed to. But I was able to get students up out of their desks, working with a partner, reading through their story, working on a response page or a journal. And I was working on guided reading and pulling small groups. And I made the transition to fifth grade because I thought, well, fifth graders, boy, they really can do a whole lot. And there were some other situations going there. But I jumped to fifth grade and we were handed our new journeys, the Houghton Mifflin Basel, full core reading program, common core reading program. And that year I taught, we were told, we had to basically teach all of the material in a very certain way in the same order so that every fifth grade classroom, even between both buildings in the same district, we're all on the same page at the same time and working through giving, each child in the entire district the exact same education. And every day 6 was our 30 question test-a-palooza day. And it was awful. My students hated it. I hated it. But I felt as if I just didn't have the tools necessary to truly change my practice, truly change their engagement. It was all too new grade level, new curriculum, and it was just too much for me. So my sabbatical came at a beautifully opportune time because I was able to really delve into some of this project-based learning, student-centered learning. And my sabbatical in and of itself gave me the tools that I needed to even be prepared to implement G Suite for Education software. Going back into the classroom, I cannot wait to set students up right away with their Drive, with Google Docs, having them share everything to me instantly so that I can give them positive or negative feedback, and some guidance on whatever project they're working on at whatever time digitally. I could do it while I'm sitting at a soccer game with my son. So I'm really looking forward to that piece. I'm also looking forward to not standing up in front of my class and lecturing them for 2 straight hours. That year prior to my sabbatical, it just seemed to be how everyone else was doing it and how it was expected to be done. So this year I've definitely decided that I am coming back in with groups in mind, using these collaborative tools in mind, getting students working on, a response page on Google Docs or on a Google form, and having the ability to let students collaborate with one another, working on one document together, and being able to go in and check in on them digitally and say, okay, what are you working on? How is this going? What can I help you with? Where are you struggling? Oh, you're doing an awesome job here. Like, let's try to extend it this way. Having the G Suite makes all of that possible. And I can't imagine that it would be anything like what it was 2 years prior when I lectured all day, every day, and bored poor fifth grade children to death. So the last point here that I need to cover is justifying how the G Suite for Education software can encourage students to develop ethical digital citizenship practices. Throughout the course, I noticed that there are tons of resources for teaching students these digital software skills. I do actually have a few screencasts somewhere. I have to find them that I made for another class that I do plan on using. But having these tools available, I can easily pull up a quick digital citizenship, pardon me, a quick digital citizenship video, pop it onto my Google Classroom, assign it, and students can get right on there and learn about what it means to, have respect and abide by the copyright laws, and making sure that we are leaving a positive footprint when we are out there on the web. So getting students to interact with one another face to face as well as digitally certainly encourages and really requires students to have ethics when they are out there on the web, understanding that their footprint matters, understanding that their voice for themselves really determines how others view them online. But it also encourages students to be able to reach out and know how to interact with others. It helps them take that leap for hopefully that future job someday where, they're not going to be afraid to go out and, do an online Skype interview or a Hangout interview if they have to, because these are all things that they have been accustomed to doing and know the etiquette and the ethics for doing just that. So I apologize for the 3 different sections. I don't have the upgraded version of Screencastify, but I hope you enjoyed my project. I'm very satisfied with it. I'm very happy that I was able to go through and really end this course with tons and tons of resources and tools that I get to turn around and use next week with students who are going to be entering my classroom. So I hope you're able to open everything. Please contact me if there was a problem for any of these items. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, and good luck with your expected little one. Take care. Thanks so much.